Welcome to the Money and Movie Mashup, where your favorite nostalgic films meet real-life money lessons. I'm Laura Sexton here with my friend Coach David Gibbs, and we're diving into the iconic movies of the 90s and 2000s to unpack what Hollywood accidentally taught us about money, mindset, and meaning. It's fun, it's a little nerdy, and we want you in the conversation. Grab your popcorn and let's roll. I'm going to take that one more time. Pick whichever one you like, okay? Welcome to the Money and Movie Mashup, where your favorite nostalgic films meet real-life money lessons. I'm Laura Sexton here with my friend Coach David Gibbs, and we're diving into the iconic movies of the 90s and 2000s to unpack what Hollywood accidentally taught us about money, mindset, and meaning. It's fun, it's a little nerdy, and we want you in on the conversation. So grab your popcorn and let's roll. Hello and welcome to Money and Career Mastery, from overwhelm to ownership. I'm Laura Sexton, your abundance and legacy coach, here to help you navigate the world of money, debt payoff, and career growth with confidence and clarity. If you're ready to break free from overwhelm, create a budget that aligns with your values, and design a legacy that empowers future generations, you're in the right place.
It's time for another movie money mashup, and today we're going to be talking about the movie Twilight. I know it's one of your favorites. It's not one of mine, I will admit. And we have a special guest today, Edward Cullen. Yes, we're doing the movie Twilight. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
It is.
It
yes.
is. I just want to make sure I'm correct.
I'm the original.
Oh, here comes Laura. So, for those of you who haven't watched it, here's a summary. Oh, hi,
Who
Laura.
hasn't watched it?
Well, let's not get straight to judgy, all right?
All right. So here's a quick summary of the movie. It's a romantic fantasy film about a teenage girl named Bella Swan. That sounds made up, doesn't it? Who moves to a small town and falls in love with Edward Cullen, a mysterious classmate who turns out to be a vampire. As their relationship deepens, Bella is drawn into Edward's dangerous world, facing threats from other vampires while struggling with the risks of loving someone who thirsts for her blood. The film explores themes of love, identity, and the tension between human and supernatural worlds. So, do you have any thoughts about supernatural worlds?
Supernatural worlds. I'm going to do my best to represent all the Team Edward out there and see how this goes, since I've seen the movie one time. So, this is going to be good.
Apparently, David has seen the movie one time, and it was not this week.
Oh, well, mine was about...
His wife told on him. I'm just saying.
What years it? Mine was about 16 years ago when it came out. So
2008.
Yeah.
Did she really?
She did tell on you. Yes, she did.
And you said 16 years?
Oh, yes.
So we're going to be talking about all the money lessons that are from this movie. And since it's Laura's most favorite in the world, and apparently I've been told on, I'll let her start.
Now look, we can all find money lessons in anything that we watch. There are life lessons in any situation that comes about. So in Twilight, there are many lessons. I'm going to try to do the ones that aren't like the big picture ones that you might think of on your own. One of which is that big moves require a plan. You don't normally just up and move from Arizona to Washington without, bedding. When Bella gets up there, she takes a bag, and her dad buys her bedding at a cheap store, and she ends up living in not the most ideal situation because she didn't make a plan. So if you're going to make a move, it's probably a good idea to plan for it, budget for it, and put a little extra padding on that, because it's going to cost more than anything it's going to cost.
Always. What was your, when you first moved out or first went to college, what was that situation like when you got there?
Oh my goodness. I took my 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I packed it full of as much stuff as I could fit, which was not a lot. And I showed up and I was like, well, I've got a whole lot of dorm room left to fill. And if you know anything about dorm room, I shouldn't have had that much space, but I did. So, I had to buy some stuff.
Get some stuff?
Yeah. But it was fun.
That's interesting. I've always been a huge planner, so I cannot connect with that.
Oh.
I'm also very, timid in that way. I don't try anything unless I have extra money for it and all
Do
that
you
already.
overplan sometimes?
Oh, let's see. Does that exist?
Yeah.
It's hard for
Everyone's
me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, possibly. Or, I would think over planning in the way of really extra controlling because I don't want it. And actually, my friend Laura might even say
Uh-oh.
that I was trying to overplant this right now.
She wouldn't say that. She's
No,
not
it's
saying
not. It's not that you overplan. It's that you plan in a way that I don't plan, where
yeah.
you plan for all of the possibilities, and I plan to show up hopefully on time, and apparently I can't even do that because
It's
this food
close.
truck is never going to be invited.
I could not believe that because we're here in person, as you can see. Usually she's on split screen. It's so cool, you know.
I know.
And we're-
Usually I just can't find the room. I can't make the technology work.
So, another money lesson from the movie that I got is avoiding, dangerous situations. Avoiding, she ends up in because of this, dark-eyed guy staring at her from across the room. She's like, I want to learn more about that. Oh, there's other people here. Oh, they want to kill me. Oh, he wanted
But he wants me, so I will stay in this dangerous situation. Yes,
Still
that's how
don't
that
get it,
works.
guys. I still don't get it. 20 years later.
But
still-
that's because you were never an adolescent girl. Had you been an adolescent
It's
girl,
fair.
you would understand.
It's fair. I
That's
get it.
fair. But where, where we can talk about money in that arena is when you're thinking through, what am I stepping into? Taking a step ahead. Who am I going to be running into? What is going to be oh no, I'm losing it.
The
What-
risk that you're
yes.
taking? Yeah,
There you go.
I got it.
Risk, that's a good word. I'm going to use that today. The risk on my life, my family, and where we're going and what we're doing. And I think we had talked about this previously, but figuring out in my life and in my family, what do we want to say our family creed is?
Yes.
I feel like that's something vampires would say, creed
Yep.
a lot.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, they definitely have a coat of arms. That's definitely
Yeah.
a thing that they have. Yes.
and writing that down so that when you have an opportunity, a window, a door, because not every door is actually a good thing to go through. So being able to have something written down that is filtered, that's what Bella could have used in this
really good.
situation.
Okay, so if you don't have a plan, you don't have a creed, you don't have something risky situation, what's something risky that you see a lot when it comes to money?
Oh gosh. So one of the lessons from the movie, like in the first 30 minutes, is you see the exchange of power where he stops the car from hitting her right in the
Right,
beginning.
yeah.
Nice little hand-sized dent. The first thing I thought of was, you got to make sure you got insurance, right? I'm like, some random
That's a
person is
good
just
one.
driving by and it's
Yeah.
like, why do I have a handprint in the side of my car now? Because you just don't know. You guys are both talking about unexpected things
Yeah.
sort of happening in
Absolutely.
life, and it's one of the more boring things. We talk about here at Ramsey a ton about life insurance and a will and auto insurance. Make sure you have that stuff set up well so you don't have to worry about it when it falls into your lap
Absolutely.
like that. But also being really smart about how you do it. You don't just go and get the first thing or get the cheapest thing, but being a lot more
Yeah.
prepared, doing the research,
Yeah.
and picking the best options that you got.
And that's great because we're not all vampires, so we're not probably going to
Indestructible.
live
That's true.
centuries upon centuries.
There's
So
that.
going
Yes.
with that thinking long term, long-term investment, long-term planning. You had some thoughts about that, right?
Oh, absolutely. But before I give all
Yeah.
of my thoughts, Eddie, do you have any
Oh, yes.
money lessons that you
Sorry.
thought about ahead of time
From the movie?
from the movie?
Well, long-term investments was one because if you're immortal, then you could probably get a take on the market really well. What I also noticed was that even though they probably had bazillions of dollars and that old money,
And good
Yeah.
forgers, yes.
good, yep, and good virgins, they were all still working too.
Yeah,
They were
that's
still using their greatest wealth-building tool, which is their income.
Dang, that's a good one.
In addition to all of the things that they had, just so that they were still having a sense of purpose, they were still contributing, they were still finding meaning in the things that they're doing. Because I've talked to a lot of
Yes.
people that spend so much time getting to the other side of like retirement, and then they feel like, now what do I do? What do I do with all this?
But can that be done in 20 to 30 years versus hundreds?
Oh my gosh, yes it can. We have done a largest interview of millionaires in the States. And what we found is that what we thought at first was going to be all these people that inherited a bunch of money or these high profile jobs that earn a bunch year over year. It was just your average person, your teachers and people that work in some of the trades and those kinds of things. They were just really consistent. They lived on less than they made. They put money away. They were smart with their spending, and they were diligent and consistent over time. Found themselves in a great spot when they were ready to retire.
What the Cullens have that we don't have, other than extended time, is they
Not
also had
Not these Cullens.
Well, I hope that you have extended time and
Those other
generational wealth. I hope that's a thing for you.
Edward.
But also, they had a person that could see the future.
Oh yes.
So
That would be
she
nice.
could pick stocks really, really well, and we don't have that. So we don't do single stock investing.
Yep.
We have a strategy of mutual funds and making sure that we are diversified and have a lot going on, as opposed to trying to play the mind game of picking a single stock, because that's that's no good. It's a minefield as well as a mind game.
And then
I try real hard.
and then what I love what you mentioned earlier is, guess what? They're still working.
Yeah.
So, and the beauty, who's the oldest?
Carlisle.
The beauty of what he's doing is, guess what? After all these years, he's in his purpose. He was in his purpose when he found Edward, and he's still doing it. So that's a beautiful thing on the career side of things, which we end up talking about, because where does money come from? And so it's just a beautiful thing that they are doing that, and you can too.
I thought you were going to say it was a beautiful thing that he found Edward, because I also agree.
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
I thought that was good.
Wow. There it is.
This is why we have multiple personalities on the panel.
This is why we do this.
But there are going to be other people that think the same thing. We're throwing it out there. I hope that you guys are enjoying this, because we are. We're having a good time.
I will say, I thought it was kind of creepy when Carlisle is saving Edward. I don't know. I'm not into vampires.
You're not a vampire guy?
I'm not a vampire guy. But I will say,
That's right. We learned about him
Team
saving.
Jacob.
oh.
No
I
shade.
don't know if I can be on this panel anymore.
We got diversity of thought.
At the time when the movies came out, which I will say, I don't think I gave the movie a fair shake, because if you recall, it was just vampires all the time. There was like 10 different TV shows, bunch of movies. So maybe looking at it again when I watch it, that I'll give it a renewed chance. Maybe.
Just for the record, I'm pushing his wife to make him watch it, so he will have to suffer. Enjoy it at some point.
So if there's any great marriage counselors out there that just want to go ahead and hop in, that'd
be
kind of
great.
put your info. That'd be great.
And she's watching right now. She's watching.
Oh,
I
Kelly.
can't believe you told on me.
Bless you.
Okay, so my last money lesson that I have for Twilight is that money can sometimes be a mask. We sometimes wear it as we're trying to show ourselves differently than how we actually are. Now, the vampires, they were using their money. They could spend it. They could buy their Porsches or whatever it was they wanted and drive around in their big, fancy, red, shiny cars. And they did it, but they wanted to be understated. They always said, Edward always said that he drove the Volvo because he didn't want people to look at him, and he didn't want people to see, because he knows how different he is. Whereas a lot of people today drive around in their big shiny cars, and it's a mask because they don't actually have the money for it, and they're putting themselves in a bad situation. They're putting their generational wealth in a bad situation by trying to mask who they are with the money front. And so I just want to encourage anybody that's listening that who you are is enough. We love you for who you are, and I think that it's really important that if you find that you're having a hard time detaching yourself from money, that there's something deeper inside your heart that we as financial coaches are happy to walk you through. Once you dig to the reason why you want to be shiny and big and do things that you don't actually have the money for, just because you can afford the payment doesn't mean you can afford it. When you are ready to make a change, one of the things that has to go is the facade. And the vampires had the facade so that they didn't, they could fit in. And a lot of times we have the facade for the same reason.
And that's interesting, because just to be hard on the movie, he's driving a Volvo, yet they have a really dang big house.
They got it early, when prices were cheap.
Yeah, there we go. That must have been at low interest rate.
Have you seen the size of their garage? They have like an 18-car garage with all of their cars in it.
But he's got a Volvo, so it's okay. But something
features.
Something I was thinking about of getting rid of that mask and facade in our life that's multifaceted, and what jumped to my mind is also the people you surround yourself with. When my wife and I were getting out of debt, my family, they're great and they're big, and they love to just be around each other all the time. So we would be celebrating birthdays every month or so. Huge, like 30 people. And one time they were like, and I had no idea this was coming, they're like, okay, David, this weekend, 4 birthdays, go. And we're like, that wasn't in the budget.
Yeah.
We didn't plan for
that.
And this could be friends or family, but we chose in that moment. It was weird. We did some homemade cards, and we made some cookies for everybody because that's what we could afford.
I would like some. Kelly, if you're listening, I'll take cookies.
But so that's another way. What would you say? Any other thoughts on how people can go through the process of getting rid of that mask and being okay with unmasking?
I mean, I have all the thoughts. A lot of times,
She always says that.
I do. I have all of the thoughts. Sometimes it's articulating them that's the problem. I think that a lot of times it's taking a step back and deciding what's most important,
Yeah.
and then separating yourself from the people that are part of the past. So if you have going to the movies, Carlisle used to walk around with the Volturi, who they're the big fancy vampires that still eat people, and they think they're better than everybody else. So for them, it was one of those things where if he was with them, he couldn't be the vegetarian vampire. He had to be part of the killing, and he wanted
Great
to
to bring an example.
he
back
wanted
to the
to be,
movie.
I tried really hard. He wanted to be part of the healing, and so he decided to separate himself. Part of the healing, I just realized just right now, former Californian,
And
future former Californian. So that's kind of cool that we decided to separate ourselves from our old lives to start a new life on a new
Look at
journey.
that. I didn't even know that.
Just waiting on you.
I'm
Waiting on you.
Waiting.
trying.
Yeah. In and Out is on the way.
I heard. So I can, as soon as it gets here, I can come.
Yeah, I should make that the goal. That's the timeline. This is when the internet.
Yeah.
Let's see, March something. How are we on time?
I mean, that's
'Cause I
usually
actually
my
have
job.
no
Yes,
idea.
it's 12:30 right this moment.
All right.
So I think
Okay.
We're doing pretty good.
anybody have some last? I have not eaten yet because that food truck that was out there decided that it wasn't going to start heating up the grease
So
until after.
last money lesson from the movie.
Last money lesson. Yeah.
Last money lesson from the movie. Marry rich.
Can I tell you that that's what all the other
Or
women
Mary
in the,
Old.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. It
all the other
works.
women were like, you marry first for money, second for love. That's not real advice.
No.
It's not real advice. But
But if it
doesn't-
happens to be,
it doesn't hurt.
it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So was that it?
That's it. That's really
Marry
all we
into
got.
the
Yeah.
generational wealth. I like it. I like it.
The last thing that
David does not like that
He's
idea.
all
He's like,
like,
hold on,
no.
I'm gonna redeem this. Go ahead.
I don't know. You go first. I'm redeeming.
That was I already gave my
Oh,
last
that
one.
was.
The last one
Oh,
was
you
my
were
last
asking
one.
me the
I was
last
asking
one.
you for the last one. Yes.
Okay. Well, putting it all together. When you're going through life, don't put yourself in dangerous situations. Watch out for the vampires. And that is, this is good. Don't go to the store hungry because a vampire's going to get you. Don't
Turn Amazon off at 8 p.m. because that's when they make the majority of their money.
Yeah,
Between
you
8
just
and 9
made
p.m.
that point earlier.
Turn Amazon off your phone.
Yeah, and those little things add up, and every little thing does matter, and it's either building positive momentum or decreasing your positive momentum either way. Don't go to a car park, to buy something when you just recently went through this.
Buying a new
Don't
car,
go there
yeah.
when you're stressed. Take a step back, think about purchases at least 24 hours ahead of time. Think about, like we talked about, is that going with what my family is trying to do and where we're trying to go? Because I'll tell you, I always tell my clients, at least do it on purpose. Whether you're
Yes.
making a mistake or not, be in connection with your spouse and do it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know if I've talked about it on this podcast,
Yeah.
but when we went out to buy our car, we bought a car that was about $2,000 more than what our original plan had been. But we were very intentional about it. One, we had the cash. It wasn't going to be a big deal. The money is sitting here to be spent, right? We don't hold our money with a tight fist. But we had the conversation, hey, any money that is taken out of this account is not going to be going towards a future home down payment. It's not going to be going towards sports activities over the summer or over the fall. We had to be very intentional and say, is it worth it to buy the car today at this price, or do we want to continue to wait and do something else? And ultimately we decided it was worth it. We would go ahead and do it, and then we just make more money to put back into the pot. So intentionality, no matter what you do, intentionality is the way to make that go.
Yeah. Intentionality will help you hang out with vegetarian vampires and stay away from, what's the name of the bad vampires?
The Volturi.
Yes. Rolls off the tongue.
Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for being
we
part.
appreciate
We told
you,
you
man.
Edward Cullen was coming.
Yeah, there he is.
You're welcome.
But
you guys got clickbaited so hard. Sorry, guys. There we go.
how can folks find you?
Well, you can find me here on this lovely platform that we're in right now. I'm very moderately active on Instagram. So if you want to see posts about once a month or so, you can find Eddie Cullen on Instagram right there.
We'll link it in the show notes.
Yeah,
It'll be
we'll
great.
link it in the show
I'm selling it
notes.
real hard right now.
All right, and how do we find you?
I am anywhere you find a podcast. I am the Money and Career Mastery Podcast, and I'm on Instagram at Accelerate Your Legacy.
Yeah. And you have her website and my website in the show links as well.
Absolutely.
And then for you to be able to find this, you can see it here on Facebook.
Or any of the other ones that we've done.
Yeah, or any of the other ones. Well, not all of them are on here because they,
they delete things
So
now.
you can see this one, and then you can also go to my YouTube, Coach David Gibbs, and you can see all of the whole library of every done. And then what's the next one coming out on your podcast? Do you remember?
No,
Or what was the last one? Just say what the last
Ratatouille
one.
just came out on my
Ratatouille just came out. So you can find that, and then remember, send us what you would like us to talk about, and give us challenges. Or what was the other one you said last time?
Oh,
It
give
wasn't
me
challenges.
what your favorite movie is, because
Yeah.
I want to help you learn through your favorite.
Oh yeah, we want to speak your language. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
I love that. You're
Yeah.
such a great coach.
I try.
All right, thanks so much for everyone watching. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.